All right, breaking down Peggy's picks from yesterday. We were 3 of 4 from yesterday on the picks. I'm just gonna go ahead and blame Steph Curry for the loss in Denver. Steph Curry, he just wasn't Steph, man, yesterday, and that was a problem. And we would have been 100% if Steph was 100%. Steph wasn't really making shots yesterday. Um, he missed 4 free throws. I remember that from the breakdowns that we were doing yesterday. You could see the recap: Golden State versus Denver first half, Golden State versus Denver second half. Steph really wasn't Steph. Clay came out hot. Poole was doing his thing. But man, Steph just wasn't Steph in Denver. I don't know what he was doing in Denver, but they'd be doing in the Mile High City out there. I'm not really gonna speculate or comment anymore on what Steph was doing in Denver, but we were 3 out of 4 on Peggy's quick picks for the games. We'll just go ahead and do a little quick breakdown on the action yesterday, the picks from yesterday, and who won, who lost, all that. So, that first game, all the games were really good yesterday. We had a really a full block weekend of NBA basketball. I can't really say I was disappointed too much in any of it, except for really that Miami Heat game. They were just so dominant in that second half. It was almost like it just wasn't, that good of a game. Me being a Miami Heat fan, I just like to see that. But, the level of competition was just not there. So the first game, the, Milwaukee Bucks in Chicago, Milwaukee handled that pretty easily, I would say. Chicago, they did come out fighting, but man, the length of the Milwaukee Bucks, even though Middleton was out, they were able to score. They were hitting threes. They were just all over the place with the defense. Chicago really just doesn't have the firepower to hang with the Bucks. So Milwaukee came out of that pretty easily, 119-95, which is Chicago scoring 195 is a pretty big deal. Chicago, they're a pretty good scoring team all throughout the NBA. We go to the second game of the Sunday. We had Golden State and Denver. This was the only game that Peggy did not pick correctly, and we are blaming Chef Curry for the Curry not being hot enough. It was 121 to 126. That game came down to the crunch yesterday. The game came down to then Jokic just calling the defense from the sideline. He called that play. I feel like it really did come down to that last play when Jokic was on the sideline. I kind of broke that down in the second half video where Jokic called the lob over the top, and what was his name? Rivers played good defense on that lob over the top that they were trying to get on him. And like I said earlier, Steph was not Steph Curry. He was not cooking it in the kitchen. Missed 4 free throws. A 90% free throw shooter missing 4 free throws. Just not like Steph. But give all the credit to Denver. Playing strong at home, keeping the series alive, going back to Golden State. When they were in the bubble, they had a couple 3-1 comebacks, but I don't really think that's going to happen. Versus Golden State, they're going to have to win twice in Oakland, and I don't really see that happening. So then going on to the first game of the evening, Miami was real dominant in Atlanta. Atlanta did come out pretty strong that first half. It was close. Atlanta came out swinging. They were hitting, but then just the inexperience of the Atlanta Hawks, even though they were in the finals last year. Um, Maybe they're just not well disciplined team. I'm not trying to call coach out too much, but they're just making too many errors, and they really let the Heat come get back in the game, and you can't let a number one seed get back in the game because then it's just going to get rolling. That defense got rolling. Jimmy Buckets, he was Jimmy Buckets, and the dude that came in for Larry, he was he came in, he was doing his thing. He was making shots. The defense was good. We had a little contribution from Victor Oladipo. His shot percentage was a little bit low. He didn't do as good as I was hoping he would do, but it was a good contribution overall to the team, and then they stayed dominant at Atlanta, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come out in Game 5 and be dominant again at home to secure this win and get some rest. Going versus 76ers most likely. That's what it's looking like. They're not going to lose the series to the Raptors. Going on to the nightcap, Phoenix and New Orleans. It looks like New Orleans had a pretty good game. I wasn't able to watch that game last night. Got to be up in the morning. It's West Coast games. Too late for your Florida boy. I did catch some highlights. It looked like the New Orleans defense was really good, actually. From the highlights, I was seeing a lot of action, a lot of steals leading to fast breaks. Are the Suns in trouble without Booker? I think they are. They're gonna have a hard time getting out of this first round with Booker being out. Booker. A lot of people talking about he was MVP candidate. He's got that Mamba mentality. The Suns, they number one seed in the NBA, the most wins in the NBA. They're having their hands full. These guys in New Orleans, they are not playing around. Ingram, he's long, he can get buckets. The other Mama boy, I can't get his name. McCollum, he's pure scorer, man, and they can play defense. They're gritty out there. We'll see. It's going to come down to these home games, how Phoenix plays at home, with their main guy out, Booker. It's going to come down to, the others playing a lot better at home, which generally in the NBA they do. Everybody, you can see Payne coming strong, and these other guys getting good team effort when they're at home. The series could go 7. I think I picked the Suns in 6, but it looks like they might have to go 7, with Booker being out. Yeah, I got Suns in 6. And the way New Orleans is playing right now, it's going to come down to 7. There's going to be these home teams are going to have to play good at home, and this next 2 out of 3, we're going to see who comes out on top. But that's pretty much it for Peggy's picks. We were 3 out of 4 on the picks yesterday, and just because my guy Curry, he just wasn't cooking it in the kitchen yesterday, man. He was just having a hard time in Denver. And if you ever been in Denver, it's hard to breathe up there, man. That's all I'm going to say. It is hard to breathe in Denver. All right, now, it's out here Monday. Good. Go ahead, grab Monday by the balls, by the horns. Headbutt Monday. Let's get this week started. I think we only have one game this evening. We'll go ahead and check that out. Get that breakdown. Maybe some Peggy's picks for the game this evening and the rest of the games this week to close out this first round. It's really good first round. I figure we're going to get a few closeouts this week, and should be a good week. There'll be more content coming to you. Big HD, ENT, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this AM outside. It's pretty good. I think so far the sun hasn't gotten too high in my eyeballs. So it's looking pretty good as long as the sun's out. That's about all I got. And we'll go ahead and get this Monday going. Thanks.